again. Down a couple of players, with one flying to Brazil and one without power. I agree with whoever put it in chat there. Pedal-powered bike. That's where the commitment comes from. But last we left off, you were trying to get some whale oil from out in the Sea of the Moving Ice, and you struck up a deal with Angajuk, the awakened sperm whale, who could take you there in this magical air bubble thing he's got on his back. But he said, the goddamn landlubber is always killing the fish, you do me a favor first. And you noticed on the back of the whale there was deep scars down the back. And he claimed that the great white dragon has been terrorizing the coast. And he thinks that if you go to the Dark Duchess, a ship that crashed along the coastline, and burn it to the ground, because that's where some of the dragon's treasure hoard is. You got to the Dark Duchess, which was great. You know, knocked off a couple of ice trolls and some kobolds as well. The troll killing definitely justified. The kobolds, a little fuzzy on. But they're dead regardless. And you've come across this huge treasure hoard. The problem is, though, that it's covered in thick, thick layers of ice. You've dug through the first layer of ice and got a whole bunch of gold, which I put in the chat. And you see beneath the layers of ice, more treasure can yet be revealed. So, what would you, the Neverlost Knuckleheads, like to do? Okay, then make a perception check at disadvantage. Oh wow, who am I to deny random rolls? But Tooth, you look out, peer through the blizzard on the outside of the ship. Maybe and Thoradin as well, we'll say. You don't see anything. So, the question is, would the rest of you, I guess Claw, Malik, and Grimmick, except for Malik, Malik as well maybe, yeah, would you like to push for one more hour? Oh, absolutely. Where would you like to crack a hole in the hole? Okay. So, after a few minutes of work with the assistance of Malik, perhaps, yeah, you crack a hole in the hole. You can crack a hole in it. It's not going to be trivial to get out because kind of half the hold is in water and half the hold is in not. It's not going to be as trivial as jumping out. You're going to have to squeeze out. Oh, I guess you could make it. No, that's fine. That's fine. This is a way to get out of the hole right here. Okay. Okay. You staying topside, Thoradin? Okay. Would you like to dig through for another hour? Okay, so through chipping, various cantrips, firing through, you do crack through for another layer of ice. So you do find, this is slightly tragic. The first thing you find is that 9 pieces of indigo fabric lined with gold thread. Can you think of anybody who would absolutely have love that? A little soon, yeah. 3 pieces of quartz. also find a single aquamarine valued at 250 gold pieces. And a scrimshaw figure of an archer etched with a magical script. What type of magic it is, you don't know, but it's obviously magical of some sort. All right, as Thoradin is looking up the top, roll me a d10, Thoradin. Okay. And make me a perception check as well, at disadvantage through the snow, the raging blizzard outside. No problem. Are you sure? What are you struggling with? Are you using D&D Beyond or Roll20? Okay. So what does that make your perception with a 14? But what's your perception bonus? +4. Oh, there we go. So it's an 18. You peer out. Okay. You can report that as you see fit. I whispered it in Roll20. Okay, so hearing no reports from upstairs from Thoradin, do you keep on digging? Okay. You reckon another couple of hours you get through all 4 layers of this stuff. Oh, sorry, there's a typo in what I said to you, Thoradin, so you don't. That's still wrong. Yeah, that one. Okay, so you're gonna keep on digging by the sounds of things. Okay. So you find a total of 221 gold pieces, a foot-long marble statue of a griffin with a gold inlay. That's 1 foot tall, 1 foot tall. A black pearl worth that much. And who knows what a peridot is, because I don't. Oh yeah, almost like an emerald. Nice. Wow, there we go. Something to learn. And there's a globe. And there's a quiver. Thoradin, roll me a d10. Thoradin, what anything you'd like to do with that information? This is time sensitive. No, we'll say no. But this is now time sensitive, so I'm going to need you all to roll into initiative. As there is your old friend coming for a visit. Yeah, this guy's coming to say hello again. All right. The dragon arrives battle. Um, yeah, you're covered in ice though. Yeah, okay, well, let's keep this in mind. Um, let's. Okay, you can. Yeah, that doesn't. Technically, that hasn't happened yet, but it could be. So let me just see. Hmm. Hey, what do you want to roll? Yeah, do you want to roll initiative for jury? Not sure if you can do that if you roll 20. Sure. So 6. Okay, I'll just add them on. Add turn. There we go. Okay, so now just as a point of order, the water breathing, there is like very, very cold water. The entire Duchess is completely encased in ice. So you can't breathe water there, obviously. It's not that far from the shoreline. So you can make a dash for the water if you like. I'm going to say it's going to take you 3 rounds to get there. So your choice. I'm going to do a little round counter. So we can keep track of rounds. Okay. So oh, Claw, you hear Thoradin shout out. Well, what does Thoradin shout out? Shout it out, Thoradin, if you're shouting it out. Okay, Claw. Uh, yeah, yeah. His claws kind of all over the boat. Okay. And you're heading east. Okay. So I'm going to start a little spreadsheet because this is more than likely going to get off the map soon. So get your movement to go around the boat because you still have to go around the boat and then work out how far away off the map you are this way. And you're just not even pretending to hide, you're just going for it. Going to be, well, you do see him coming now here too. Ah, Malik is watching the stream. Fantastic. And say hi, Malik. we decided you weren't pooping on the boat just to get you off there. So let us know if you want to poop or anything. Okay. So move around the boat, Claw, and head off east and let me know. Oh, sorry. Yeah, try that. There we go. Oh, while we're waiting for Claw to do his little dash, why don't you roll me a d6, Thoradin? Okay, how far did it take you to move there? Okay, so got a little spreadsheet going here. You're 35 off the east of the map. Okay. So, what would Malik do other than poop? Um, um, what did he say in Discord? It's just that he's... Oh, got it. All right, we'll get there. So what about Malik? I think Malik, the only... I'll have him dash off the ship. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Which way? 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So I'm having him following Malik. Thoradin. Okay. Yeah. You can. Okay, that's it. That's a 10-foot drop. So can you make me an athletics check? Or acrobatics. You can do a barrel roll. It's up to you. Do a barrel roll. I said I gave you the choice. It gets worse. You fall on your butt. Taking 2 points of damage. So you do land. I'm going to allow you to stand up though, but that's going to be your turn. Falling off the boat is your turn. Okay, Tooth. Okay, so I can. You'll have. Sorry, I'll have to Right into Thoradin there. Sorry, I'll just do that so you're off the boat. Or that so you... Whoa. Ah! Tooth's put on some weight. There we go, off the boat. Don't forget the shore you get in 3 rounds if you went this way, if you wanted to try the water breathing, the underwater breathing thing. That's up to you. Mm-hmm. Okay. So another 25. And just so you know what's coming. It's not there, but this is what's on its way. No, it's not there. It's not there. I'm just letting you know that this is what's coming. I didn't mean to freak you out. Not yet. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you a visual thing to know what's coming. It's not actually there. Let's have a look. It is... about 600, 700 feet away from you. But it is booking it. Sure, that's going to take your action, but you can do that next round. Yeah. Oh, wait, can't hear the party talking. Might have...
Down.
Sorry, Malik just reported a bug on the stream. Guys weren't able to be heard, but you should be able to be heard now. Somebody say something.
Hello.
Hello?
Malik just poo.
Okay, so
The most important question that Malik could hear is what you posted in Discord what you actually want to do by Misty stepping onto a dragon? Since you're here, you can actually let us know whether or not that's true or not.
yeah,
Tap twice for yes and once for no.
this is let us
Donate 20 bits for no. Yes. And 100 bits to save your life.
I've never had someone play via stream before. This is cool. So Malik, when we get to your turn, you'll just let us know what you want to do, I guess. This is bizarre. Okay, so Claw dashes off the ship. Malik dashes off the ship. Malik, Claw is just gone. Tooth is gone. Thoradin heroically jumps off the ship and lands on the ground prone. Grimmick, all your friends have scattered to the 4 winds. What do you do?
My friends, I still have a goat here.
Oh,
But I will go through the hole.
Okay, so
I am a dwarf and I go through. Oh, Jesus.
oh, wait a minute. I'm just going to change something. You see Thoradin there as well. You see him just standing up, dusting himself off.
Okay.
Falling off the boat. So everyone's on the same sort of map.
Can I spot the dragon from where I am?
Oh yeah, you can. It's
So
big
he's
and it's just
still-
looking it towards the ship.
okay. I am going to cast Prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to crumble some stones in my hands,
Mm-hmm.
flick them on top of the trolls that we killed,
Okay.
and they're gonna smell like game meat, basically, intensifying the smell. Hopefully, and then run. But prestidigitation was my action, so My
Okay.
dwarven legs probably get me not as far as Thoradin, but like
That's
here.
interesting. So you're sprinkling the trolls to make them appear
Yes.
nicer,
Press-
and in the hope, I'm guessing, for the dragon to eat them instead of you.
They're big, yes. If he spots them, perhaps that's like an offering, and I leave. Prestidigitation lasts an hour, so that's what I do.
Like the idea, but you're going to need to make me a survival check. See how well you can mimic the smells.
Oh, is he? Okay. That's okay. You said survival.
Okay, noted. Okay, so Grimmick comes up with this plan. I think Jory was planning to set this thing on fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How is he going to do that? I feel like last time he does have some fire things.
Yeah, he does have firebolt, which will ignite on contact. And we used those oil things that we had to light all the to set fire, like starters around the room with the hammocks that were hanging there and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm going to say that Jory will spend an action setting the thing on fire, like firing off his gun at various places. And then I'm imagining he's going to dash out the hole. So 5, 10, 15. He gets out, that's it. And the fire does start to take. That's not very fire token. Let's this is more like it. This fire starts to take hold of the hole. Okay. Jory dashes out. Okay, so the first round done. Floor, you're just continuing to run?
Where is the dragon itself?
It's approaching from the west.
Oh, awesome. So I'm even further. Cool. Then I will use my I'll use my movement, and then I will attempt to hide for the time being.
Okay. So your movement was
30 feet, another 30 feet, so I'm
So you're
65 feet
65.
off the map.
okay. Make
And
me
then
a
I'll-
stuff check.
And then I'll try it. This way I can just keep an eye on people.
Ooh. Okay. So you scatter under the snow with a stealth check of 26. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm looking out for the party members, mostly looking out for Tooth, just seeing if anybody's coming my direction, and then
Okay, so
we'll go
sort of
from
doing it commando style with just your eyes.
yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. What? He's gonna Misty Step onto the dragon.
Yep.
Good man.
Okay, while flying to Brazil, like if ever there was a heroic form.
Malik, I need to make sure this is what you actually want to do. You actually want to wait on the hull of the ship and Misty Step onto the dragon when it's close enough. Is that correct? This is so bizarre. That a yes, a ha ha ha. Stream has some delay. Okay. Yes, alright. So I'm going to say Malik gets right up. Chris is confirm. So Malik is on top of the ship. Over here, actually. Waiting for the dragon. So I'm going to have you have a prepared action. You Misty Step onto the top of the dragon. What's the range for Misty Step? Is it the 30 or
30 feet.
It's the 30 feet one. Okay. Interesting. Thoradin.
Thoris is going to book it. He's going to get as far away. So a dash for him.
Which way?
So it's coming in from above him on the map. I take it.
No, sorry. That's just confusing. He's coming in from the west.
I can only see a little corridor above me. See. So.
Yeah, it's just the way the dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Okay. So he is going to go down towards the bottom of the ship this way.
Okay, so off south.
5. So I'm just 2, 3. So I'm kind of 10 feet off the edge of the map, I think.
Okay, I'm taking note of this in a spreadsheet.
Okay, cool.
Floor 65, Thoradin's now 10 feet south. Tooth.
I look ahead if I can see Claw.
Make it. You can actively look for him if you like, but with your passive perception of 15, you cannot.
I am probably just going to book it out of here anyway. Like in the run, I'm trying to see if I can see him.
Okay, so you can take your movement, then a perception check.
No, I'm running. I'm not. If I don't see him with my passive perception, then I'm just running anyway, and calling to the guys, "Run, guys!"
Okay. So
I don't know how far it actually moves. I can move 70 feet.
Okay, so get to the edge of the map. See how far that took you.
30 feet.
Okay, so that's another 30 feet off the map.
So I can be another 40 feet off the map because my movement is 35.
Okay, got it. Oh, yep, you don't see Claw. Running. While I do it, Claw, make your rope trick ready. So, see what happens with that. Grimmick!
After sprinkling, seasoning the trolls, I am going to book it. Not directly behind Thoradin, just slightly towards the... Here. You said the dragon is coming from the west, so
Yep.
from the left.
Yep, from the left. Yep.
I'm just gonna go this direction here then.
Okay, so just use your normal movement, and then we'll record how far you're off the map.
That's 25, and then dash. I'm 10 feet off. And as soon as I find some foliage or some rocks, my next turn, I'm going to hide in it.
Okay. So what do we think Jory would do? What do you think, guys? What would Jory do?
In all honesty, I don't know him as a character well enough to know what he would do.
Well, here's the thing. He seems quite noble and heroic and wants to help, almost like a Robin Hood type guy. So he cares about the people. Probably cares about the party, even though he doesn't know them that well. Everybody's running, apart from Malik.
I don't see him misty stepping onto a dragon.
No, he's not here. We can't confirm that he's going to do that. Let's see them head north. That's what we'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's heading to the water. There we go. Second round goes past. Claw.
Dragon's still like this way, somewhere past the ship.
Yep.
Not that I can see, but that's fine. I will break my stealth, I suppose, enough so that since I can see Tooth, and I'll move another 30 feet, and then I'll try and re-hide again.
So you're now 90 feet, 95 feet up the side. And roll yourself. It was 26. It's 20. And you're obviously pointing it out to Claw, right? The Toot. Like, Toot, I'm in here. And you
Right,
disappear beneath the snow. Okay, so you're now 95 feet off. Malik, you're still holding your action. Once again, let me know if you want to do anything different. So Malik's holding his action. Thoradin, continuing his book itself.
I have a dilemma. So Thoradin's got one of those slight character flaws that if you fight with him, he's prepared to die with you. So I guess, would he know what Malik's doing right now?
Yeah, you do. And you're where is Thoradin? I mean, you're 10 feet off the map, so a little bit south this way. Mm-hmm. And actually, I'll switch you. Yeah, you see Thoradin. Sorry, Malik, on the top deck of the boat, bracing himself, getting ready, looking the dragon dead in the eye.
Oh, can I roll the dice and let that decide what he's going to do?
Yeah, you do you, baby boo.
Okay, so I'm going to say that above 3 and he goes back. Ooh, right, okay. Okay, he legs it. Carries on going south.
So you're now 60 feet south. Okay.
Yeah, that's it, thanks.
Tooth, you see Claw disappear in front of you. Quite a bit in front of you. But you do see him disappear.
Okay, so I have a direction of where to go. I look back, call back to everyone, run this way, and I will book it towards Claw.
Okay,
70
so
feet.
You're not gonna hide. You're just gonna get right up next to him.
I can. If I attempt to hide, then that's an action.
That's right. I mean, he's 55 feet away from you.
If I just run once.
If you
Is that
run
correct?
once, well, let's assume that. So once would be 75. He would be 25 feet away from you. No, 20.
Okay, so I just ran all the way and ducked down when I get there.
Okay, so I can get you right up next to Claw, but that will be your turn. Does that work?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you're right next to the spot where Claw dug himself under the snow. Rimic.
Can I see Malik on top of this boat like the Titanic about to fall?
Yep.
Yep,
I'm
just gonna shout.
He's
Is your head made of rock or what? Get out of there! Just start using your legs and run! The dragon is not soft enough for you to poop on it! And I carry on running.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're
That
probably
was
heading in a
10.
southeast direction, right?
Yeah, so I was 10 feet. I'm now 50 feet plus 60 feet off the map.
To the southeast.
Southeast.
Okay. Got it?
If shouting that was a bonus action. If not, I'm not. I'm slightly closer to the boat.
No, that's fine. Malik, you know you have a bit of a delay here. Grimmick shouted at you to get the hell out of there. Let us know what you want to do, because it's not quite your turn yet. Jory, is going to book it a little bit further north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 35. Oh, there's Jory just taking off. Round 3 has passed. Now the dragon. I deleted the whole dragon away. Just a sec.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just want to confirm that the boat is in fact burning.
Yes, it is burning. We'll do it this way. So you see on the map, the right side of it
Gotcha.
is really caught in the light. So it's definitely on fire. So see what Malik's doing. Okay, so that happens. Claw, you're staying put.
Yeah. I'm comfortable for the time being to see.
Okay.
I'll move another. She's double moving to get to me. I'll move another 10 feet, and then I'll hide again.
So you're 105 feet off now. And your stealth.
I'm still within range to shoot the damn thing if I need to. But there we go.
So that was a sleight of hand. I'm not pretty sure you wanted to do stealth.
Oh, whoops. I did. Sorry. I don't know.
Stealth. Wow, you don't know it's... Claw doesn't know it's 12. And
Right.
let's just check some things here. Okay. Alright, so Claw reshuffles a little bit. Doesn't hide himself as well. Malik! You still doing it, Malik? It sounds like it. Let me know if you want to do anything different. But at the moment, I'm assuming you're waiting for the dragon to get within 30 feet. Thoradin.
I'm gonna do my conscience roll again. No, damn it, still going.
Okay, so...
I'm gonna look to regroup a bit closer to Grimmock, I think. Not actually grouping with him, but just get a little bit closer so I'm not massively far away.
Okay, but you can book
If that
it
helps.
another 50 feet. So I'll have you 110 feet. Let's say south by southeast.
Yeah,
Okay,
thanks.
so moving towards him. The Malik seems wants to be the diversion. Okay. So, Thoradin Tooth. You're right, practically next to Claw.
Okay, I will. So, how far away from Claw am I?
5 feet. Oh, sorry, 10 feet.
Okay, I will first attempt to hide.
Okay, so make your stealth roll.
I'm very, very hidden.
Ooh.
And I will move towards Claw, but with a little bit of a gap in between. And I'll say, where are the others? They're not here yet.
You have a really
So
nice... Yep,
I'll move about 15 feet, the 10 or 15 feet further. But I'll be about 10 feet away from Claw.
Okay, so I've got you at 95 feet away from the boat. Claw is 105 feet. And you have a really good
No,
stealth-
I moved next to him, so
Sure.
the 35 feet, but just 10 feet towards the water kind of thing.
Oh, okay, got it. Alright, done. You have a nice stealth modifier there too. That's a shame. Grimmock.
Yep.
I run, continue to run, grab my ring, take it off my finger,
Mhm.
throw it as far as my dwarven strength allows it, and I warp into my ring, go into my plane of existence.
Okay, Grimmock.
Throw the ring as far away as I can, and I hide inside the ring as I turn to sand and he gets sucked in like a Dyson hoovering the house.
So I'm going to assume you can throw it 30 feet. You hoof it 30 feet away, so you're 90 feet
Hey,
away
can
from
I-
the...
Can I run an athletics to see how far away it goes?
Sure.
There.
10 feet.
Yes. Goes really far.
Okay, and you disappear into the ring. Okay. Not a bad idea. Jory is going to continue to book it north. He's going to be 60, 95 feet away. The dragon arrives at the end of the 4th round. Do you remember a while back I asked somebody to roll a d6, Thoradin? Thoradin rolled a 4, so he was 4 rounds away. He sees his ship the ship on fire. Probably not going to like that. Malik. I think this is where Malik's prepared action will go off. So let me look this up. He's going to do Misty Step. So you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Well, bam. He does. Oops. He does. He does bamf onto the dragon. Does he stay on the dragon? The dragon is moving at. He's taking a dash action, so he's moving at 160 feet per round with his flying speed. Okay, I'll make an athletics check. For Malik. Athletics check. Got a +5. Let's see. Moving. Now, I'm just going to say that's not good enough. This dragon is absolutely moving. It lands onto the dragon, gets on the dragon, but as he's trying to get his grip, the rider smacks him in the back and he falls to the ground, taking 3d6 points of lightning, falling damage, which is 11. We're going to have the dragon roll into initiative. Okay, so Malik's on the ground, prone, having fallen off. Paul, you staying where you are?
If he's like at the boat now, I'll probably put more space between us. I'll mention to Tooth because she just said the others aren't here. Just point out the fact that most of them are dwarves. There's no way they're going to be able to keep up with us. And if we can't see them, then they've probably just ran another way. We're probably the two best to find them later, once this is done. So the priority right now is staying alive. I'm going to move another 30 feet, and then try and hide again.
35 feet. And your stealth.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, Malik. What would Malik do? Well, Malik's gonna stand up. He's trying to distract the dragon. I'm gonna have him Eldritch Blast the dragon. It goes well wide. Does he have 2 Eldritch Blasts now?
Only if he's a 5th level straight warlock.
Which is...
Oh no, wait, cantrip scale based on total character level. So yeah.
Oh, give him another shot, because why not? Because misses regardless. Okay, so that's Malik doing his best to distract you from this big dragon. The big dragon stops. This is what's going to happen. It's going to kind of slightly angle it this way. He's going to use his breath weapon. Malik needs to make a dexterity saving throw. There you go, dexterity saving throw. Which is a +0. Fails that.
Oh man.
What's his So Malik goes down. You're not sure if he's dead or not. but you do see him fall to the ground, unmoving. And so what the dragon did was he actually angled his breath. Actually, I'll put him over here so this is where everybody actually is. So there's Malik, heroically trying to bamp onto him but failed. And he breathes onto it, and some of what he was trying to do is do 2 cool birds with 1 stone. And get some of this fire off as well. So some of his cold breath weapons extinguishes the fire, but the fire is still raging. That's all you can see from the outside. It might be different on the inside. Thoradin.
So I've seen Malik go down.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's going to turn and start heading back, shouting to Malik to get out of there.
Okay. So
So
you turn around, Grimmick. You can get 20 feet. Thoradin. Thoradin.
Yep.
So you're 110 feet away. With your dwarven legs, you can get 60 feet away.
yeah, and I'm going to go slightly to the west, so he's got the choice of trying to go for me or sort out the boat. Try and put some doubt in its mind.
Okay. Tooth.
How far is, other than Claw, how far is everyone else away from me?
Well, you're 105 feet off the map.
Okay, so no one else is close to us?
No, not especially.
Okay. I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And then attempt to stealth.
Uh-huh. That's a 30.
So that's 32.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will move 20 feet further away from the dragon.
Okay, got it. So you're
Towards the east.
Yep, so you're 135 feet away now. You disappear into the snow. Stealth throw of 32. Okay. Alright.
Thank you.
Jory is going to take off, so he's 155 feet, approaching the shoreline. Grimmick, you're going to stay in your ring in the little recliner chair.
Yes.
Okay. Claw.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm getting to the edge of my range. I honestly don't know. I just supposed to breathe onto the boat, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't. Did we see like a figure bamf up and then fall off the dragon?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
And then you saw Malik caught up in the dragon breath as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not capable of doing anything to help that. So, but not knowing where anybody else is, let me roll this real quick. This is purely for me. The counter Thoradin thing. Okay. 135. Yeah, okay. I'm going to stealth and then move away, I think.
Okay.
It's just too
So now
far.
that's 30 feet away. Oh,
29.
29. You're just within the range of... they'll make you 30 feet away from Tooth at the moment. So it would be enough for the pass without a trace. Yep, that's that. 29. Okay. So, Thoradin does something. It doesn't really matter because he's out. And what happens is this dragon looks at the boat on fire, thinks about the treasure that is in there, thinks about these thieving humans who are always wanting to do it. And you hear him say in common, "Should I do, master?" And you don't hear anything. Then he reaches down, picks up Malik in his mouth, bites down hard, and gets his other claw into his mouth, rips Malik in two, and Malik falls to the ground, dead in 2 pieces. Thoradin.
Oh wow. I think screaming with rage, Thoradin will have one thing on his mind, and that is some form of revenge to the fool. So, how far away am I? About 60 feet.
Let's have a look. Thoradin. You're 60 feet off the map. Yep.
Just give me a sec. I just want to see if there's anything I've got.
I can't help but make sure you want to do this. You're planning to attack an ancient dragon solo?
He's just seen Malik, who has saved him so many times, go down because of this thing. I'm not intending to attack the dragon, I'm intending to attack what's on its back. I realise that's the same thing. So I'm actually going to fire a sacred flame at whatever's on its back.
Okay, considering what's the range of Sacred Flame?
It's 60 feet.
Well, you can't reach it then because you're 60 feet off the map and it's...
Oh, I'm off the map. Sorry, I misheard then. Okay. In that case, he's still going to continue running back towards the 2 bits of Malik.
Okay. So you're right on the map now. This is where you actually are.
Okay, awesome.
Tooth.
I will move towards Claw stealthily and remain hidden.
Okay. Well, if you're moving, you need to make another stealth check.
Okay.
So it was 32.
I mean, does she have to make a new stealth check if she only moves at half speed and keeps her stealth up?
Sure. Do you want to do that? Move at half speed?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 150 feet off. Okay, cool. So your stealth is 32.
Yeah.
Jory is going to continue to dash north. He's 205, so he's right at the shoreline. And you said you cast water breathing?
Yes. It's 24 hours.
He goes into the drink. And we'll see what happens to him next round, but he's in the drink. Grimmick! He's chilling out in your armchair.
What did Thoradin yelled out? Because I can hear what's happening outside, I just can't see.
What did Thoradin yell out?
I didn't actually say. I just said he screamed out in rage. So I guess it would have been something like Malik, no, and then expletives.
Okay. Knowing what Malik was doing, Grimmick is gonna stay inside of his ring.
Okay. Claw.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm not vain or stupid enough to think I can influence this in any way. We're just gonna. I'll keep it half speed, and we're just gonna keep moving towards Ankajuk's area, I suppose.
So if you like, we can just say Claw and Tooth are continuing to stealth and move steadily to the west, being as subtle as they're going. Malik, we don't need to worry about. Sorry. So is that cool? We'll just say that for Claw and Tooth, you just continue stealth.
Yeah, we're
we're
effectively out of combat, I think.
Is it okay with you two, Tooth?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are stealthing, moving along. Malik, nope. The dragon. Comes here and lands on the deck of the boat. I'm gonna roll a d6. Okay, and it takes another almighty breath, icy breath, and you see that the fire immediately on the side of the boat extinguished, but there's still smoke billowing up from sort of the center of the boat. So you know it's still on fire, but he's moving towards putting it out. Alright then. I think it's really, yeah, Grimmick safe, Claw, and then, yeah, Thoradin. What you got?
So what distance am I away from it now, please?
You're right where you are on the map.
You know, from the dragon. I mean, I can't obviously see it from where I am on the map. I mean,
Tell you what, I'm going to more secrets. The map's gonna look a little bit funny, but you should be able to see everything now.
oh, awesome! Yeah, thank you. Still too far away, then, isn't it? Let me look. So I think he's going to catch hold of his senses, and he is going to move to the east, thinking along the lines of hiding. So he is hopefully out of sight from the dragon, and he is going to squirrel himself down as best as he can.
Right there?
And try and hide. Yeah.
Okay, make me stop you. No, you don't get past without a trace. Far too far away for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a disadvantage due to your armor?
Yep.
Okay. So Tooth continues that way. Jory's in the drink. Grimmick's in the ring. Claw's doing his thing. Malik's doing his thing. Yeah. Well, both those are happy views. Okay. So the dragon on top of the boat sees the boat is still on fire. You hear a the goat dies. And he's going to what's he going to do? He's going to try his best to quell the fire in the boat. Thoradin.
Off we go again. Run due south.
Okay, so Grimmick, you're... Oh, sorry, Thoradin, you're just running or running and hiding?
No, running. He's kind of caught up with his emotion. Yeah.
Okay, so it's really only the dragon. Let's just move everything apart from the dragon and Thoradin. Okay, now the dragon... I am... The dragon is going to take some time to do it. How quickly can he do it? Can he do it? And so it's very hard to put out this boat, given the preparation you've done. So I'm going to have Thoradin Let's roll me a straight d20. High is good.
Oh, 16.
Oh,
Okay, so the dragon continues to do his best to put out the fire. Thoradin, you're taking off to the south.
Absolutely, yes.
So you're 120. Oh no, I think I gave you an extra 10 feet last time, but you little dwarven legs, 110 feet. The dragon continues to put off the fire. It tries to put out the fire. And I think at this point, the dragon tries desperately to put out the fire. Doesn't put out the fire thanks to Thoradin's high roll. And Thoradin, your little dwarven legs take off. The dragon's still trying desperately to put out the fire, and greedily trying to collect its treasure as well, which gives you all ample time to GTFO.
jeez.
So what do you guys do? I mean, eventually, I assume you're all just going to wait for the dragon to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, and thanks
I
to
just hope.
the roll of 16 by Thoradin, the dragon fails to put the Dark Duchess out, and you just see it, on fire, smoke pouring into the air. Jory returns. I'm going to give Jory 1 level of exhaustion. And we'll say with the tracking ability of both Tooth and Claw in particular, you do all manage to meet up, say, well west of the ship. What do you?
What about Grimmick?
Grimmick?
I can stay here for 6 hours. Unless someone comes and finds me, or unless I really can't hear anything for a long time, I'm just going to stay in my ring.
Okay.
And when everything
Hard to
seems-
track a ring just sitting in a pile of snow.
when everything is calm, I am going to come out.
Well, you can hear the dragon, you can hear the fire, you can hear the beatings of the dragon's wings. And then the beating gets quieter and quieter and quieter.
Whilst any of that is going on, I'm nowhere in sight.
Okay.
When everything's out, I do come out and I start assessing the situation, try to find tracks, see if I spot anyone, that kind of thing.
So let's assume Thoradin, Jory, and Claw and Tooth all get together. Well, yeah. Let's leave it for a little bit. Grimmick can just chill out for a little bit. What are the rest of you guys doing? Dragon is well gone.
Guys, Malik. We have to go get Malik. The dragon left. We cannot leave Malik.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely deserves to be buried.
I just can't believe I couldn't save him. I don't know, I should have done better. I should have got to him.
Did I see correctly? It was like really far, and the blizzard. Did he try and jump on the dragon's back?
He was there. He was on top of it. I think he just fell off, and that was him.
Oh my goodness! What? Why would he do that?
I don't know. He's a heroic fella. Well, was a heroic fella.
I wonder if it had anything to do with Calder dying too. That maybe he just either didn't want to see someone else die, or he didn't care anymore.
You could be right.
You could be right.
You said that the dragon failed to put out the boat. So is the boat still just like this blaze,
Yep.
nearby?
Yep. Some blaze, smoke pouring into the air. It looks like the dragon was doing something. Maybe getting its treasure, maybe not. But it's definitely abandoned the ship.
Okay.
So can we get to Malik then?
Yeah, easily enough. As I said, the dragon's long gone, the ship is well ablaze.
Where is Grimmick, guys?
I don't know. Grimmick! Grimmick!
Yeah, I will also call out for Grimmick.
Make you're 70 feet off the map. Why don't you make me a perception check at disadvantage to see if it's on way? The perception check
Yep.
by Grimmick at disadvantage.
You said at disadvantage.
Wrong way away. It's a war and fire. Nope.
Natural 1.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so you're still in the ring. So you call out for Grimmick, there's no response.
So I think Thoradin knew more or less which direction Grimmick had gone in, and also saw him in his eyes disappear into nothing. So he's going to walk or make his way towards the stern of the boat, calling out.
So I'm gonna continue to call. It's not that far away. How far is it? Just 70 feet out the ship. Eventually, after a minute or two of shouting, Grimmick, you do hear Thoradin. So what does Thoradin say?
Grimmick, you alright? Are you hurt?
Well, when I hear them shouting, then I do come out. Because if they're making noise, it must be safe.
Yes, you
I
back
think.
out. Yep,
And
so-
I pop out, sand pops out of the ring, and I materialize. And I start counting heads.
Oh, thank Tyr, you're okay.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I heard you shout for Malik. What happened?
Did you not see?
I tried to convince the fool to just jump off the boat, but the idiot wouldn't move. So I just jumped into my ring. I
It was
know
her-
what happened last time. I nearly died just from the breath of that thing.
Well, listen, at least you nearly died. It wasn't quite so lucky for Malik. It was horrible, but what a heroic thing he did for us. He literally put himself on top of that dragon to try and protect us.
Well, I reckon if we're alive, it's due to him. He did stole the bloody dragon for a long time.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. He saved every single one of us, and I couldn't get back to him.
Be so
I couldn't
tough on
save him.
yourself.
But, you know, it's hard to make friends. And it's safe to say that Malik was my friend. But I would never tell him that, of course. But we've lost another one. I can't believe it.
You think he's raising a glass with Calder right now?
He's howling with laughter.
Like, Claw has no issues with showing remorse or acceptance of the people around him have remorse. He does ask, because Malik was talking about having a girlfriend he was looking for or something. Like, Claw's very nonchalantly just searching through anything as to whether or not he had anything for next of kin, like a letter or a locket or anything that, you know, would lead the party to knowing who he was searching for. And at the same time, he has no qualms with removing his magical boots, because the dead don't need that are going to potentially help the rest of us carry on.
Hey, as far as what he has on him for next kin and those type of things, we'll let Malik let us know what that is. And I kind of know what it is, but we'll leave that decision for Malik once it's respond.
Okay.
And his boots? What was his boots? if Claw has no qualms, then he has. Oops. Any magical boots?
It was
Yeah,
the cultist.
it's not like I'm sitting there putting them on like next to his corpse, but I am like holding them at the moment.
Oh yeah, from his
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah, from his sugar mama. Yeah, Mrs. Goodmead.
Sorry, which one?
Yeah. We need to write his memoirs. Malik's 10 Women of the 10 Towns or whatever.
This is what he had.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
He's mostly doing.
We should build a cairn or something for him, or I don't know, leave a message or something.
I will take Calder's cloak that he was wearing around his middle, that he had tied around his middle, and I will wrap as far as possible because he's actually in two pieces. So I will take the cloak and wrap Malik in the cloak.
You know, I can't shut up normally. For some reason, I just can't find the words, the right thing to say. For a fool of a person, and I know, we all know how full Malik was, he was still somehow a guiding light, guiding us. Always moving us forward. Watching our back, and I look at Thoradin.
Aye.
I'll miss him.
Right.
Wherever you are.
He epitomized the knuckleheads, and I say that with all the respect he deserves.
He did. But I think with that cloak around him and the gesture you've made there, Tooth, I think he's with Calder now, wherever they are.
I think so too.
I think we should do what we can to say goodbye to him. Did he ever say what he wanted? Whether he wanted some service or some words or anything? I don't remember.
I heard he had a girlfriend or a family.
Right? Yeah, didn't he have a girlfriend or something?
He was looking to save someone.
Well, he saved a bunch of someone's.
Unfortunately, he came with Calder, so the only other person that knew of his past would be Calder. He said he came from this boat. He came on this boat. So
I will look
There's
around.
there's symbolism there.
I will look around in the snow to see if I see anything like we did with Calder. I said I'm just looking around in the snow to see if we see any writing in the snow like we did with Calder.
Is there any writing on the snow, Markham? Is the dragon still around the boat, the ship?
It fly off into the distance once the the boat went up. She can make a perception check at disadvantage to see maybe we circle around, something like that.
Perception, you said?
Yes, at disadvantage.
No, it's always an average one and a really bad one.
Go sign up the trade.
Well, if he came on this boat, perhaps we should leave him with the captain of the boat. Malik was kind of a captain for us, so... And
Sign of the dragon.
I grab the upper torso of Malik respectfully. I use prestidigitation to clean most of his clothes from anything that is making him not look as the Malik we remember. And I start carrying his body towards the boat, if we can still go onto the boat, towards, I think it was here.
It's well alive. The whole thing's up.
The whole thing is burnt, you said?
Burning.
Oh, burning. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a massive pyre right now.
Yes.
Sorry then.
Is there any way we can get close enough to lay him somewhere on the boat?
Nope. I mean, the whole ship is ablaze. It's
I mean-
a burning inferno.
On
get-
that case,
I
I
just
am gonna
eat him.
cast, I'm gonna summon Hanuel.
Okay.
Let me see if I find Hanuel.
Yes.
Hanuel for, oh, sorry, now we have double. It's on my vision. For Claw and Tooth, Hanuel was another player character that also died. He's a ghost, and I'm gonna order Hanuel to carry Malik and fly into the boat.
Does anyone want to say some last farewell words to our friend Malik?
Goodbye, Malik, my friend. I'll see you in Tears Drinking Hall soon.
Claw will pull 2 coins from his bag and gingerly attempt to place them over Malik's eyes. He's left, anyways, and just basically say for the ferryman. And I don't think Malik mentioned in character. He had a big long talk out of character, but I don't think he mentioned in character who he actually followed. So we'll just leave it at that, I think.
Could I just ask a question on that? So when we first met the halfling speaker, Malik did do quite a long background, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering whether he might have mentioned the name of the person he was looking for there, and I just can't remember.
Was it Yolanda? I can't remember. I just vaguely remember this name for some reason.
Malik's typing something. There you go. Malik has a mother in a village next to Neverwinter.
I just remember after one session, he had a big long talk about his sword and the Shadowfell and Shar and all this other stuff, but I don't think any of that was meant to be in character. So
No, he didn't say it in character. When I don't know if Tooth wanted to say something.
I cry softly and just say thank you, Malik, for everything. Yes.
And I put my hand over his shoulder and
Well, may the light of this pyre finally take you away from all the pain and sorrow and darkness that your life has brought you, my friend. And I hope you find whoever you're trying to find. And I nod to Hannibal that then starts flying towards the pyre, holding Malik on his arms. And disappear into the flames.
Goodbye, Malik.
Is this the
Gosh.
equivalent of a short rest? Out of curiosity, saying goodbye, burying him, all that kind of stuff.
Sure was a hell of a price for a dragon's hoard, wasn't it?
Too much.
I don't understand why he went for the dragon.
I go over Clark. Some things are not meant to be understood. Sometimes it's just the right thing and you know it, and you have to do it. That was Malik. That's why he poos whenever he wants. That's why he does the things he does. I reckon that's why you're following us right now, and why we met in East Haven. There's something right in all of this wrong. I hope that we live to find it. I look at the whaler. I think our job here is done. Do you know the way back to Ankajuk?
Just follow the coast west. Sorry for the loss of your friend. The oils of
We
course
have-
of my whalers are important, and he's given his life for them as well.
We haven't lost him. We'll meet him along the way. Somewhere.
So be it. He starts trudging off towards the east.
I guess we start making our way back.
And Malik is asking you to grab Calder's coat and his necklace of fingers.
Grimmick wouldn't.
I don't think anybody would have grabbed the necklace of fingers and random things.
No,
Yeah.
and Malik's body was wrapped in Calder's coat, so they could be together.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Man, Malik might just not know that. Okay. Spend some hit dice and head back to Ongajuk, I guess.
Yeah. So, take a short rest. And this is a good place to take a short break. To contemplate another death, another person. But I think in a very real sense, Malik saved you all. So maybe that should be his memory.
merely concerned about the health of our friends that are stranded right now. They do have fish oil, and if it survived, if they're alive, we want to bring them back. If they have the oil, and you could help us carry it back, we would highly appreciate that.
Absolutely clear. We are not getting whale oil, correct?
They were instructed to only hunt fish.
Make me
Not
a
whale.
deception check.
I will just.
Ooh.
I was going to just like touch him on the shoulder for guidance.
Okay, so Tooth puts his hand on Grimmick's shoulder as a show of support.
Yes.
D4, Grimmick. So be it. Okay, everybody, get on my back. And I assume all one by one we get onto the back of the mighty Angajuk.
Yes.
That's odd. He dives back into the water. And in a moment, you're a little bit shaken. Like, what the hell are we doing? We're on the back of this whale. But this air bubble forms around you. It's perfectly safe to breathe. And it's perfectly, perfectly warm as well. And he starts going deep under the water. In fact, I have a cool piece of art for this I should show you. Might have already shown you this, but it's worth showing again anyway. This is what it looks like right now. You sail under the seas, under the sea, and yes, there are dolphins and what those horn things are called.
Narwhal.
Narwhals, yes, narwhals behind you. And actually, it's of all the times and all the places you've been in Icewind Dale, it's just been depressing. This is very, very pleasant. The whale seems to have taken a liking to you, despite you being landlubbers, and he takes you deep underneath this moving ice, the sea of moving ice. And he points you out some ancient shipwrecks along the way. He points you to interesting coral formations that you normally wouldn't see. This is very deep. And he points out different pieces of sea life, some other whales, some other very, very deep water fish. Points out the seaweed, points out the way that the water flows. And all in all, this is by far the most pleasant experience you've had during, at least since the winter has started.
I will thank Angajuk for sharing his world with us, especially after the darkness that we just had. Thank you for sharing this beauty.
What is your name, lady?
I am Tooth River Shadow.
Tooth River Shadow. Oh. You're a good one, Tooth. I can even tell by the way you walk and the way you talk, you are a friend to all nature. So yes, I will take you on this place to retrieve this fish oil. But Tooth, you in particular, if you ever need the assistant of Angajuk, well, you know what to do.
I thank you, Angajuk, for that gesture of kindness. It is much appreciated. If you need anything, I will try and be there for you too.
Thank you, Tooth. Big tail continues to power through the water. Every so often he pops up. Is he still a whale? And Helka is basically pointing Angajuk in the correct direction. And eventually you come across the island that Helka knows where it is. You're somewhere out deep in the sea of moving ice. You get to about here. It takes most of the day to get there. And in fact, it takes probably a bit longer than that as Angajuk goes through. So much so that you can in fact take a long rest on this voyage if you wish.
Oh wow, thank you.
So
Cool.
long rest away. And eventually the morning comes. Helka points out what it is. And indeed, you see a bunch of stranded, I'm doing scare quotes here, fishermen. Of course, they're really whalers. And Angajuk lands. Well, not lands, but pulls up next to this iceberg on the sea of moving ice. And Helka says, "Well, men, finally returned with help. How are you all faring?" And you see there's a group of about 10 of them. They've got 5 barrels with them, and they look like shit. They look overly thin. Several of them have got nasty pieces of frostbite on them. And some of them you can just tell by the frostbite they're going to be missing noses, going to be missing ears. It's not a pretty sight. And Helka turns to you and says, "These are my men. I can't tell, but notice there's a pile over there covered in cloaks. It seems not all of them made it. If any of you have any healing magics, I'm sure the living would appreciate it."
How many people are hurt or really bad?
Well, there's 10 alive. You count 5 corpses on the edge of the iceberg. There's one. Most of them are sitting down and kind of huddled up as best they can, but there's a couple are lying down. They're not covered up in cloaks, so you assume they're not dead yet.
Okay, just give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Thoradin can do something here.
Okay, thank you.
So Thoradin's going to make sure he's within 10 meters of 30 feet of everybody, and he's going to raise up a prayer of healing.
Okay. Is that everybody or just people within range?
Let me have a look. So it's up to 6 creatures within range.
So you're taking the two, I assume, who are almost on death's door, and 4 other random sailors?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 who are looking on death's bed, they do sit up, and they see you, Thoradin, and connect the 2 dots that you were the person who cast the spell, and they call you over. Come here. Come. Do you approach?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. And they sit up and they stand up, and one of them places a gloved hand on your face and says, "Are you some sort of angel?" He looks slightly confused.
No, I'm no angel. I am here to help you.
And the guy, almost not so much physically tied, but emotionally tied, he collapses into your arms, Thoradin. Kind of has to drop to his knees first, I guess, and then collapses and kind of weeps uncontrollably on your shoulder. Thank you.
Don't thank me. We'll get you to safety, and then we'll tell you what's happened to get us here to help you.
Okay.
Can you walk?
He can walk. As I said, it was more emotional exhaustion than physical exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
And he gets up and
Is-
drags a long hand across his shirt, and copious amounts of snot comes out, which instantly frees. So he's got his throat and snot on his sleeve, but he composes himself. Tooth?
I just wanted to check you said that there were 10 that weren't looking good?
All of them don't look good, but 2 looked particularly bad.
Okay.
None of them are in a good state now.
The 2 that weren't looking that good, are they okay-ish now?
Oh, they're fine. They're okay.
Okay.
And Halka says, well, these fish these fish oil barrels are heavy. If I could ask you one more favor, if you could get these fish barrels onto Angajuk, that would be great. I assume you assist putting them back?
I
Yes.
think probably all of us will just help as far as we can.
Okay, I'm going to say, Thoradin, why did you make me an athletics check at advantage?
I will just help you along there.
Okay,
Which is a D4.
D4, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
So as you're
So-
lugging this back, Thoradin on one end of the barrel. Oh no, yeah. Carrying the barrels on. I feel like there's a scene in Breaking Bad where they start carrying a barrel when they should have just rolled it. I guess you should have just rolled it. But what happens? You pick up the barrels and start moving them. Thoradin, you slip on the ice. I would just say Grimmix at the other end of it. You slip on the ice, and you know that if the ice is gonna, if you slip and fall, you're gonna crack open these barrels, and the ruse will be revealed. But you slip, and you stumble. But then you hear the hand of what's your goddess again? Tooth. It's
Oh, give me I can't think offhand now. I think Salune?
I think it was Salune.
Give me a second.
You should know your god.
Yeah. The moon goddess.
Yeah. Salune is the moon goddess.
There's Sylvanas, which is the god of nature.
Oh, Sylvanas.
like,
Yeah, Sylvanas. That
there's
was what
that,
I was thinking of. An aspect of Sylvanas. Okay, and you feel the guiding hand of Sylvanas on you, and you stumble no more, and you keep your footing. It seems without the blessing, things would have been complicated. Whale oil would be spilled, and you'd be in the middle of the sea of moving ice without a way back. But Sylvanas protects you.
Mine is Salune, just by the way.
Okay, Salune. So,
Yeah.
without the blessing of Salune, you would be trapped on the sea of moving ice. Maybe dead, even, unless you could think of a way to get off this thing. But regardless, you load the barrels on, you load the men on. Some of them need a shoulder to lean on as they get there. But eventually, everybody gets loaded onto the back of Angajuk. Tooth, this is the time to go.
Is everyone on?
Yes, and the barrels.
Thank you so much, Angajuk. Yes, it is time to go.
The sailors decide to take the bodies, those who didn't survive, and they say a quick prayer, and they push them off into the ice and weigh them down, and then they sink down to the bottom of the sea of moving ice. But the survivors, the oil, everything, Angajuk takes another long, leisurely trip back, pointing out different sites this time, different wreckages, different fish, different whales, different animals, different dolphins, different narwhals.
Is Angajuk still showing the signs of being wounded?
Scarred, yes.
But like long since healed scars, or still
Yeah.
like I think we're getting these free long rests in. We should probably blow maybe some healing magic on the whale.
The scars are healed.
Okay.
And you find your way back to Angajuk's spell. And Angajuk says once again, I'm sorry for the loss of the one you called Malik, but you have a friend in Angajuk. My only request is be kind to nature as most you can. I understand some of you need to hunt. That is fine. But do not toy with the animals. Kill them quickly if you must. With that, I shall
You
take
have my word.
I know I do too, thank you. And, farewell. And he dives back into the ocean. You got 10 sailors, 5
We
barrels.
have to get back. We have to get back to Breen Chanda to get the second half of the payment, isn't that right?
Well, I don't know how we're gonna get there with 10 sailors and 5 barrels right now. We have the one extra axe beak, but that's it for right now.
The whaling guy who knew we were coming to bring this didn't account for that or bring any sleds or anything for actually transporting his barrels.
He didn't. But what he says is, I'll tell you what, you're right. This wasn't as planned as best as I might hope. So, we have a small cabin over here. There's firewood. If you could just leave us some provisions, send word to Bryn Shander, and they can make suitable arrangements to have us travel the rest of the way. What do you think?
We still have to go to Breen Chanda, as I remember. We asked them to scout for the Durgard stronghold down south.
Well, that seems to me you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone then. Let Speaker Dunshay know that we're here and that we're safe. She can send suitable supplies, wagons, transport, and you can collect your payment. And I don't know what this Duragar story is, but if you ever leave to follow, then so be it.
Alright. Sounds like we're best mates then, until someone comes to rescue us.
Well, yes. I haven't been saying much, but it seems as if Malik gave his life for you 5 and these 10 men. Well, once we get back to Bryn Shander, we'll be sure to raise a glass in memories of Malik. And I heard you guys all refer to you as the Knuckleheads. It's a bloody stupid name if you ask me, but I think I speak for everybody. We owe the Knuckleheads a great deal of respect and thanks.
Right.
Okay. So where are you all heading on your X-Fix? Let me drag it to the map. Oh, you're on the map. Okay.
I mean, are we in a hurry? Until we hear from the Vesa, I don't think we have anything else to do, right? So we could just hunker with them and get rescued. Make sure that the travel is safe. Or we could just make our way to Breen Chanda.
Do we need to go back to Bryn Chanda?
Yeah. To get payment and to see if they heard about where the stronghold is, because the vessel was going to send scouts.
Yeah, sorry, maybe I misphrased that. Do we need to go straight back there, though? Can we go via Tourmaline, maybe?
We can go Lonely Wood and Tourmaline. We also asked to make potions, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go to Lonely Wood first.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
So, getting your X-Speaks ready once again. Ooh, what did you do with the X-Speaks when you went on the whale?
I guess we would have tied them up to one of the structures on the beach.
And left them some food?
Yes.
Okay, the X-Speaks are entirely and utterly pissed off at you. As you're approaching, they all give you at least 3 or 4 pecks each and squawk in your face. They're not happy to be tied up. But they do allow you to ride them. But they're not happy with you, but...
I give them each a good berry.
Yep, they gobble it up. And they look a lot happy. Well, less grumpy, shall I say. It's tough to find an expert that is truly happy. But at the very least, they stop randomly picking you every now and then. And the X-Speaks in tow, dragging Banana along with you. Oops, those. So... takes you a couple of days to get there. Set up camp halfway through out in the tundra. Alright, idiot. You press on. It's nasty weather all around you, no doubt, as you're out here in the open plains. You push on. Find the Shangarn River and make your way southwards, following the river back to the town of Lonelywood. And I assume you go visit Speaker
Nimsy.
Okay,
Yes.
so you get to the Nimsy's house, knock on the door. Once again, you hear the barreling of children running down the stairs. And they recognize you all. They say, Grimmy, Claw, Thoradin, Tooth, and they just wrap themselves around you. And they say, not sure if they know Shorty. They say, yay, 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 so good to see you. Where's Uncle Malik? Where's Calder?
I'm afraid we won't be seeing them anytime soon.
Did they go on holiday?
Yeah, very, very far away one.
Are they okay?
Sorry, what did he say?
Are they okay?
I hope they are.
They are. They've got each other for company.
Are you good friends? Aw, that's sweet. Yay! And they barrel up the stairs. Mom! The Neverlost Knuckleheads are here. You guys approach. Go up the stairs.
Yeah,
Yep.
walk in if I'm welcome.
And Nimsy's there doing motherly stuff. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Oh, come in. Come in from the cold. Yeah, you're always welcome here. Calder? Malik? I think I know what happened, and I think I know what you said to the children. Am I to assume the worst?
I have tears in my eyes and I just shake my head.
Oh. And then Nimsy comes up and gives a big motherly hug. And she wipes the tears around. Ah, this is not what I wanted to hear. Ah, and too many have already been lost to this endless winter. But Malik and Calder, they were good souls. Shall we have some hot drinks and cookies to remember them by?
Hi.
And she goes and starts baking up a batch of cookies. Being strangely quiet for them. She's the type of woman who constantly talks. But she quietly goes about preparing the cookies. You guys do anything? Or you just wait? Sounds like you're just waiting. So eventually, sorry. Yep.
I'm having trouble understanding you, Malcolm. It seems to be breaking up a lot. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's just me.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my aircon off. And how's that? Is that better?
Yes.
I can now
Yeah,
understand.
much.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. Let me just open some windows. Alright, so that gives me a bit of a breeze. So, Nimsy goes and bakes the cookies. She's strangely silent. She's the type of person who's constantly talking and constantly babbling on, but she's quietly going about the cookies. And do you guys wish to do anything while she bakes the cookies, or just wait for the cookies?
I will try and study the process of making cookies.
Okay, make a perception check to see how well you can watch it.
Perception.
Perception, yep. Yeah, you follow along. You take notes as well. And every so often you ask Nimsy, exactly what she's doing there. And she points out, just exactly the method for doing it. Grimmick, you're confident you could make these cookies if
Good.
you had an oven and if you had the ingredients. It seems Nimsy has access to ingredients that basically the entirety of everybody you've seen in 10 towns does not have. So you know how to make them, but you don't know how to get the ingredients.
I know where to get them.
Okay. So Nimsy lays out the cookies, offers you all a one. He raises a cookie in there. It's a Malik and a Calder. And she takes a bite.
I grab a cookie. No.
I
don't
will
say
have a
anything.
cookie too, yeah.
I'll bite it. I eat it.
And to what do I owe you the pleasure in my house? I know you like my cookies, but I assume it's more than just cookies. What is it? Lonelywood does owe you a debt of gratitude. Me not forget about the moose that you destroyed for us. So what is it that I can help you with?
Well, we're on our way back from our errands back to Bryn Shander, and we were wondering if you had good progress with that potions that we've commissioned you to do.
Well, there was the potion of cold resistance I've been working on. And let me tell you how it went. Roll a d20 for me, Grimmick.
I can find my mouse.
Can we guidance her?
Not from this far. Unfortunately, as I said, it's a very, very complicated process. And I wasn't able to make the cold resistant potion. It's just a bit beyond my ability, as I told you, so my apologies.
Speaking of
That's
Nimsy, is there
alright.
a town that I can replenish some arrows?
Well, we don't have a lot of useful arrows here, but I'm sure you'd find plenty in Tourmaline. Much bigger city. So assuming you can make it to Tourmaline easy enough, then
Okay.
I'm sure you'd find plenty of arrows there. Anything else I can help you, loves, with?
Yes, we're all awfully tired and we've been sleeping out rough. And
Where are my manners? Oh, of course, of course. Andre, Jimmy, go make up some beds for these nice people. And the kids rush away, lose focus in about 10 seconds and continue doing something else completely different. Oh, and she goes in and makes some beds for you. Oh, yes, love, stay as long as you like. I'll fix you up some dinner, and you relax. Let me take care of you. And she goes back into the
Let's
kitchen, starts making stuff. Food is bought out. Despite her adeptness at cookies, it seems the main meal in her house is knucklehead trout. And she serves it out, gives you each a portion, and you enjoy a pleasant meal together with Nimsy.
Thank you so much, Nimsy, for your hospitality.
Trust me, my dear. You literally saved the town of Lonelywood. Our loggers can return to work in these limited times, but you'll always have a friend, Nimsy.
Do you have another cookie, maybe?
She gets you another cookie.
They're really good.
They are really good. It's it. Knucklehead trout all around. But yes, Nimsy Huddle, the halfling, is a good sort. One of the nicest people you've met in your travels. So, you head up. Change pleasantry with Nimsy.
any news in town? Anything bad happening or good from Nimsy?
That's a good question. Roll me. Where is it? Roll me a d10. 5. 5 and a 7. Let's go for the 7. Okay.
The 7 was for the potion.
This is for asking about anything that's happening. Oh, the 7 was for the potion. You're right. 5.
Yeah.
Let me just check something. Ooh, no, that's the wrong table. Yeah. Here we go. So, I take it back. Wrong table. Roll me a d20, please, Grimmick.
Absolutely.
Roll again.
Oh, we know this one already.
Yeah,
Great.
it's about a crashed ship.
Is that one better?
Yes, it is better. And he says, well, there's one thing that keeps people amused. That is rumors. Rumors are always going to be true no matter what the time, about what she said to what they said, and how she's not nice but he's nice, and she's a real villain, and it goes on and on. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but did you hear about what happened to that wizard, the evil wizard in East Haven?
I reckon we were there when they burned him to the crisp.
Aye.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, that's the one. They tied him to the stake and lit him on fire. Do you know why they did that?
Apparently he killed some people that he hired before. That's what the captain told us.
That is exactly what happened. He hired some 10... This is what the rumor says. He hired some 10 towners to help him find the buried tower. Some lost tower there. And then he killed them all to keep its location secret. But apparently he didn't kill all of them. Little guy passing through here, halfling like myself, named Jimmy. He was one of the men's hired by this wizard. And he told him about the tower. And once they found the tower, he killed them all, but Jimmy got away. But Jimmy told him where this tower is. Now, I've got far too many responsibilities here as a speaker and so on. But if you'd like to where this tower is, I could point it out for you on the map.
Tower. And the wizard.
No, it's not his tower. He kept on saying something about a Netherese or something.
Oh
He
shit.
said something like it was a buried tower. I'm not sure how a tower would be buried. It's something to do
Can
with
I-
Netherese.
Can I roll to see how much Grimmick knows about the Netherese?
To roll 2.
History
Considering
checks.
where I'm from.
Is it history?
History. Yep, history for sure.
Okay, so Grimmick doesn't know about it. Good.
Heard of them. Oh. The Netherese were in power a long, long time ago. There was a city of very, very powerful magic. And there were rumors that the Netherese were constructing devices to challenge the gods themselves, to supplant the gods with the people of the Netherese wizards. Like all great empires, though, it fell. With a 16, not entirely sure where it fell, why it happened. But if you go back long enough, you'd see literal floating cities of the Netherese, entire cities floating around above the world. Something went wrong. The towers crashed to the ground, scattering bits all over the place. So putting 2 and 2 together, you're assuming that this is maybe a fragment, a tower, a something from when the great Netherese cities plummeted to the earth.
Okay. That's the... Okay. I think... That's the one that fell on Myth-Dranor, isn't it? Like, the big floating city.
Fell
Okay.
everywhere. There were several of them, but yes, Myth-Dranor was one of them.
Got it.
So,
Okay. Interesting.
do you want me to point it out on your map?
Sure.
Sure.
You never know. A Sunday stroll, won't take us completely away from where we're actually needing to go. But since we don't know exactly where we need to go, right now, I guess we're okay. These Dirger are very elusive.
Oh
You see it on the
dear.
map there?
Of course, it's in the middle of nowhere.
But it is near home.
You haven't visited your keep for a while.
Be good to go back home. At least just see it.
Go to Tourmaline and then across.
Do
Guess
we
could
need to
try.
go to Brinshander first, though?
I guess we go to Brinshander, follow the road. We don't want to. We don't want to venture through the tundra. Make our way to our keep. Or if they've heard where these Durgard are hiding, perhaps that's our major concern right now. And then we handle.
Brinshander stuff, and then decide from there.
Right, Brinshander is on our next stop. I don't know about you, but I'm tired.
Aye.
Well,
Thank you, Nimsy. And
you're most welcome. And yeah, you guys settle down for the night. Get a nice long rest in. Wake up first thing in the morning. Nimsy is already up before you. Makes you a nice breakfast of variations on knucklehead trout. And she packs you a bag of 12 cookies for the road.
Thank you, Nimsy.
Oh, you're welcome. Come back and eat. Okay, so you're off to Tourmaline?
buy some arrows and then Brinshander.
Thank you.
Easy enough to get to Tourmaline. There's plenty of places to buy arrows in. So buy up your arrows as per player handbook prices. And yeah. So I'll let you do their claw.
All done.
Just a sec. So, you continue on with your axe beaks, pressing on, stopping just enough to get enough arrows for claw. And once again, you're braving the wilderness again as you head on down through Tourmaline back to Targos. Now, of course, Targos is in a little bit of under new leadership, shall we say. Arth Downson is, I don't know if you want to pop in and say hi to Arth, who is the new speaker. Now, you do notice rather pleasantly that on your way into Targos there is a wooden structure of such with 3 or 4 knucklehead trout laying around. So you're thankful now that the ex-speaker is dead. Arth has changed things, and at the very least they are no longer seemingly making human sacrifices to the Frostmaiden. Do you wish to touch base, or do you wish to continue to press on to Brinshander?
It was just passing through.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with barely a nod to the guards as you go, you head back to the town of Brinshander. And what would you like to do in Brinshander? Go see the speaker?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, back in Brinshander, at the very least the walls are providing you some type of respite. And you make your way to the council halls down here. And you ask to speak to the speaker, and she's more than happy to see you, and speaking in shade, I greet you into the office and says, "Oh, hi! Welcome back, friends of Brinshander. I can't help but notice you haven't come bearing any fish oil. I assume the mission went poorly?
On the contrary, the mission was, well, a partial success. We did retrieve most of the fishermen and the oil. They're just stranded. They'll be needing an escort to come back.
Oh, okay. Leave that with me. I can send some sleds out, some dog sleds and some people. How many people are there?
11.
11, and how many barrels were retrieved?
5.
5. She writes this down. And where can we find them?
They're in a shack close to Angashuk's bow.
Okay, so we know where this is, and she writes this all down on a piece of paper. A calls in one of her people, hands them a note, and says, "I assume you heard what they say. So send dog sleds, able-bodied men for 11 people and 5 barrels."
I interrupt her and I say, Angashuk was very helpful to us, and without him, we would not have been able to get the people and the oil back. There were a group of men that were trying to go and hunt him, and I would appreciate if we can do everything in our power to make sure that he is kept safe.
Of course. I mean, if these fishermen were looking to hunt Angajuk, well, the damn fool's one thing. Angajuk is smarter than most. But I'll put the word out. My word does carry some weight, but desperate people do desperate things. But I'll continue to ask people to pay their respects to Angajuk if they see them. It's the best possible way.
Thank you.
That's the best I can do. Now, I know you're friends of Brinshander for sure, and quite frankly, I have no reason to disbelieve you. And I believe some payment is in order. Unless you don't
I
want the
do
money.
believe it's outstanding.
And she very carefully counts out 300 gold pieces on the table and slides it across to you. Where's Calder? Where's Malik?
That's why the mission was partially a success.
They were lost?
We're Neverlost Knuckleheads, you know that.
They have passed away?
Correct.
He takes a deep breath, and she looks visibly frustrated. This damn winter has no regard for the good or the evil. It takes indiscriminately. Damn bitch Ariel. I don't know why she's doing this, but she needs to stop. And then she gathers herself. That was look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. I just get so angry that this continues on and on and on and on. 2 years now. It's just too much. It's too many stories like Calder and Malik. These are depressing times.
I will just beware of when you go to pick up the men. We did fight off an ancient white dragon, or ran, probably is more the story. Malik tried to fight, but it may still be in the area, so you need to beware.
White death, call her. We will keep an eye out for sure, but the dragon comes and decides to attack. don't know what we could do. We wouldn't survive a dragon's attack, but thank you for the heads up. So, what's next for you Neverlost Knuckleheads?
We were hoping that you would have news about the whereabouts of these Duragar. Have you heard from your scouts?
It's kind of a yes and no situation. I don't know if these two things are related, but we did see something fall from the sky and land kind of deep inside of the spine of the world. We haven't found their fortress yet, and we don't know if these things are related, but we did see a meteor of sorts land in the spine of the world.
Are you able to mark on the map more or less where it was?
Sure can. And you guys, what's map you on? Move you over here. Right here. This little diamond is. As I said, I don't know if these things are related or not, but that is definitely where we saw something unusual happen in the spine of the world. Do you think you'll be checking this out?
Alright, it's a clue better than any of the other clues we have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I'll let you check it out, and please bring back any news. Ah, damn it. Accidentally Crow's roll 20. That's not smart. Huh. Talk amongst yourselves. Yes, so, please, investigate it if you can. Absolutely. If there's anything else I can be of assistance with, just let me know.
What time of the day is it now?
Given the journey you made, it's late on in the day.
So it would be kind of reckless to just go now.
Not the time to go.
Perhaps having someone that knows the area to take us there. So I'll ask the Vesa. Or is Claw confident enough not to get us lost? Because we were told where it is now.
It's it looks like there's actual trails, so it looks like it's off the beaten path of a trail, but it looks like it's still in the tundra, so I should be able to get.
Yeah, you're confident you could make it there, Claw.
Okay. We'll head to the trying to remember the name of the pub or the tavern in Brinchander is the Never something.
The North Look.
North Look.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have a drink.
Okay.
Put my head together due to the last couple of days' events.
Okay. I assume you all return to the North Look and collect your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, and drink as much ale as possible. Try and get it out of our heads.
Okay. So while you do that, just give me a quick second. The school called, so I'm just going to quickly call the school and get back to you. It'll just be a few minutes, okay? So.
Okay, I'll grab a coffee.
Okay, sounds good.
Welcome to Rogers Wireless Voicemail.
I've just been taking all the notes on the loot and stuff, and I've just been putting it in the party loot folder. I don't know who normally divides that up.
Thank you very much. As long as it's there, I think it's fine. And
Okay,
sorry if I sound a bit down, but I'm honestly feeling a bit down because it's the second player that dies.
I know, me too. Me
All I
too.
did was hide in a ring, so I'm feeling kind of useless. But yeah, thank you for doing that. As long as they're there, they don't need to be shared or split. I think if it's
No,
there
we
and you need it, just let us know.
Yeah, we normally just leave everything in there, don't we? I don't think we've split
Yeah.
anything out. So
Okay, the only thing that I took out was the quiver, which obviously Claw has, but everything else is just in there.
awesome. We must have quite a decent stash there now.
We
There's
are loaded.
thousands of gold.
Oh, we can
We're
afford
absolutely loaded.
some sort of tribute then, can't we, for them?
Well, if we
That's just
find a good stone mason
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
in our keep, they can, or made of ice or something. They can make a sculpture out of Malik and Calder together. One pooping and the other watching.
Oh my good lord. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Yeah, but which is which?
One innocuous female hanging from Malik's left shoulder while Calder's hanging off the right. Both vying for his attention.
Oh, it's like a 60s Bond poster.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
Except, whatever reason, like, we need to get somebody that has like a magic mouth spell so that, you know, Calder's begging for attention, Mystery Woman's begging for attention, but every time you pass within 10 feet of it, it calls out, Thoradin, you're my best friend, right?
Oh, awesome. I love it.
When's it done?
Okay. Yeah, it's hot. And the school's not really prepared for it, so they're asking if we can pick up the kids early. They're not really prepared for this type of heat. Fortunately, my wife's going to dash and get them. That's how hot it is. Yeah, they're all suffering. So,
Well, they do the same here in the UK. There's actually a law where if your office can't accommodate or your school can't accommodate for a certain temperature, which I forget, I think is between 12 and 17 degrees or something like that, then you're not obliged to stay. You can just leave, and they still have to pay you.
oh, that is the situation we have. They say they have cooling there, but not enough.
12 and 17 degrees is like nothing.
Yeah, that's not this
Yeah.
temperature, is it? That's the AC. It's not that. I'm not entirely sure of the range, but it's something like between 12 or 14 to 20 degrees or something Celsius, not.
I think if I remember rightly, there's something weird that there's a lower end, but not an upper end. Am I right in saying that, or am I making that up? Because we just don't expect it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think we just don't expect it to be that hot.
Yeah, well, they're saying if you can, please collect them, and we're choosing to collect them, but obviously some people just can't pick up their kids. But my little app says it's 34 at the moment. Anyway, back
We
to
need
more-
any other
What's that?
any other supplies while we're here before we leave? Like, if we're heading down south into the spine, do we need climbing supplies? Do we need, like, we should? This is like our last big city, right? Before we head south, we should probably.
So
have whatever we.
some of us have climbers kits already.
Mm-hmm.
We've got tents as well if we need them. So I think we're cool for that sort of stuff. But I don't know what else we might need.
Still
I
have
guess we'd be-
17 days worth of rations on me, so I'm okay with that. But
I think Malcolm was saying before that he's not overly bothered about
Yeah,
the number of ration packs we've got.
doesn't add to the fun of D&D, so don't worry about rations.
I mean, Black Iron Blades always has something fun in there if someone wants to see if they can pick up some kind of bizarre weaponry or whatever.
Um,
Okay. Sounds like you guys.
I'm
are
good to
set.
I'm good to move on after the night if that's the call.
Yeah, sure.
oh, if we're not that phased about rations, then I probably will swap out Goodberry.
Sure. Good berries do have that nice ability to heal 1 hit point. It's up to you. Okay, so which way are you heading? Go be a good mead, Dugan's Hole.
We're following
Straight,
the 10
straight
trail.
south, right? Yeah, 10 trail.
Oh, following the 10 trail. Okay, sure.
Until we cross the red run.
So just, yeah, this kind of intersection here. Start following.
And we go to Luskin and say, F all this.
Yes, DM, create another adventure before next week. Thanks. Okay, so out on the roads. Once again, get your axe speaks together and head out where it travels. Following the roads south. Heading south, following the pathways. You get about here at the end of day 1. So the night goes uneventually, and you get to the intersection where the Red Run River connects up. Can you all make me a perception check, please? At disadvantage. Perception at disadvantage.
Who's doing this?
Everybody. 7, 16.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Someone had to.
2 of us had to, apparently.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
So not claw. Okay.
Is Jory with us?
Yes. And in fact, in the pub, in the Northlook, you're mentioning your the quest you're going on, and this one figure approaches you. Which is that figure? I don't know. But this is where we'll introduce Malik into the next session, so we'll go back in time and bring in Malik that way. Did he say he's just going to be a week off? Or is he staying in Brazil? What's happening with that?
I think he just said this today.
Yeah, I think it's just while he's travelling. I think he's intending to join us next week, but that's more of a hunch than anything else.
Yeah. Might be a early morning or a late night, depending on Brazil's time difference. Per Thoradin, I sent you a whisper there.
Yes, okay. I'm just going to quietly, assuming that I'm alongside Grimmick, let's say, I'm just going to get his attention as quietly as possible and point at the thing you've just told me about. I'm not very good at hiding this, am I?
So Thoradin points out something approaching from the west to Grimmick. It's a small figure. Could be a halfling, could be a gnome, could be a goblin, something like that. But it's that sort of size. It's covered up in a cloak, and it's approaching from the west. Does not appear to have noticed you. It's just got its head down into the breeze, struggling to get through this bad weather.
This is not one of the things that irradiate light that we've met before, right?
Make another perception check at advantage.
Perception at advantage. you said?
Sorry, at disadvantage. Disadvantage, yes, perception. Get a closer look at this figure. You don't know. I mean, the ones you saw before were full-grown humanoids. Could be
What for then? I can't see a thing. What are you pointing to?
Shh. Shush, shush, shush. There's something over there. And I'm going to
Nothing
try and
there.
make sure
Literally,
that...
I'm looking there. There's
No,
nothing
look.
there.
Look. There's a figure. I'm going to try and get
Claw. Can you
Claw
see anything?
and Tooth's attention. Yeah.
I don't think so. See anything at the moment?
Now that Thoradin points it out, you will see this figure. And as I said, its head is bowed down. You can't see its face. It is heading in your direction.
A lone figure with its face down heading towards us?
Yep. It could be a halfling, could be a child, could be a gnome, could be a goblin. That sort of size.
Oh,
Kobold.
Call out, I suppose. There you go.
Finally.
That's a nice roll. 2 19s. Here you get a look, and at one point the creature briefly puts his head up to get its bearings, but then kind of closes its eyes and ducks it down. You get a little peek just inside. You see that it's a goblin. It's not breathing light out its eyes, it just looks like a normal goblin. Not like those undead cold pictures. Just a lone goblin.
It looks like a goblin coming, guys.
It's something you all inherently know, which is slightly strange. Goblins tend to come by the dozen. It's odd to see one walking along and following the course of the Red Run River. So that strikes you all immediately as odd. Goblins come by the dozens.
Okay, I am going to throw an Eldritch Blast right in front of him or it, and I'm going to shout. Right, that's close enough. We don't want any trouble.
Make an attack roll with your Eldritch Blast. If you roll poorly, you might hit the goblin. No, you don't. So Grimmick gets his hurls rocks and they thump in front of this goblin. And the goblin says, "Ah!" And he brings out a knife, almost like a pocket knife. He starts waving it around. He sees all of you now. He sees where the blast comes from. Ah, stop! Stop! Stop!
I know you will kill us all, and that's why I fired first. Where are all of your friends?
Make a persuasion check. That's none of your business! Now get out of my way or I'll cut you all up! Ah! Possibly the least threatening thing we've seen for a while.
I will look around to see if I see maybe any of his friends hiding in bushes or anything.
Perception at disadvantage. You look closely around. There are some bushes next to him. so happens. If you look closer there, they're still covered in snow. If you think if goblins were to hide in there, then the snow cover would have fallen off as they snuck in. Seems to be alone. Step aside! I'll kill you all! Suicide!
I don't see anyone else hiding.
Does he sound scared, or does he sound confident that he could kill us all?
Make an insight check.
That's a good call. I would like to make one too.
Okay. Have to get a read of both of you. I mean,
Okay.
definitely got some bravado about him. He's literally drawn a knife on, I guess now 6 travelers and their ex-speaks, threatening you with a pocket knife. So bravado at the very best. Step aside! Kill you all! On a mission!
We will step aside. We will let you go.
He's on a
We
mission.
mean no trouble. But just out of curiosity, right? I'm sure that whatever your friends are hiding, they're hiding really well. We can't spot them, and we're really scared right now. So please tell us where you're going, so we go the other direction, and we'll let you go.
I'm going to bring Shander. Step out of my way.
I don't recommend you go to Bring Shander.
No, I've been sent.
They are not gonna let you in.
Who let me in? Step aside. There are businesses, there are matters at here far above your pay grade. Now step aside.
You don't know my pay grade, so that's pretty rude.
Step aside.
Do you know anyone in Brynjander?
Yes, I'm to speak to Speaker Dumme. Something like that. Speaker Dumme.
Oh, Speaker Dame passed
Why?
away 2 years ago.
Well, I'll
He's
speak
not
to the
in
next
charge
speaker.
anymore.
Who is in charge?
Well, I am in charge.
You're not in charge.
Yes, I am. As it stands, I'm Bryn Shander Speaker.
Ah!
I'm on a secret mission.
Oh, no. Make a deception check. They're at disadvantage. This is a pretty big lie yourself. You are not the speaker. You speak with Speaker Dumme. Dumme! Dumas! Dumas! Speaker Dumas! Get me through.
It's Dumas. It's it's from Luskan. Weird people.
Dumas! I need to speak with her. It's a matter of great importance.
Alright, seems like you're not telling us anything. We don't want any trouble, so off you go.
Oh, it's a
Thoradin's dismounted from Big Dave.
Okay. It's not the
And because this... I was just wondering if it was on a mission from God, that was all.
I got the reference.
Yeah, good, thanks. I was worried there.
He's a green brother. He's a green brother, not a blue brother. And he starts giving you a wide distance to get back onto the 10 trails, basically. I'm watching you. Thoradin?
was that aimed at me? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
said
okay.
you dismounted. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, so he's going to walk as gently as Thoradin does towards this thing and say, look, you've clearly got a mission, and we are very, very important people around here. If you need anything from Bryn Shander, then it comes through us, so you need to tell us exactly what's going on, or you'll be going nowhere.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
All of these average rolls. Look at us.
Says, I don't like the look. You see, he's almost collecting his thoughts now, realizing that he drew a knife on 6 well-armed people. Tell you give me 5 gold pieces and I'll tell you everything.
I'll tell you what. You give me 5 gold pieces.
I'll give you all the money I have, and then you give me 5 bigger gold pieces.
Listen, I haven't got time for this. My colleagues and I are busy people. You say you've got business. Well, your business is with us. So, what is it you want? What message have you got?
Nothing that 5 gold pieces won't reveal. Come on.
Clearly not that important then, is it, eh?
Make a persuasion check. You raise a good point.
Persuasion, there we go. That's a bit better.
Now, if I tell you what I know, you promise not to kill me.
I promise I won't kill you.
I see what you did there. But fine. Come a bit closer. I'll give you the message.
No, you give me the message from where you are. I assume it's not written down, is it?
He reaches into a grubby pocket, brings out a piece of paper. It's been crumpled up a little bit, and he holds out to you. You think us goblins don't write good, but we write good. Hands it out to you to grab.
So just put that down on the ground and step back.
I will make a mage hand out of stone. I will levitate,
Oh, cool.
grab the paper,
Okay, easy enough to do. Pull
and bring
out.
it to Thordan.
Read the message.
So yes, I will read the message.
Okay. Well. It is. It's signed. Well, first of all, it's written quite well. You've seen goblin writing before. This is either an incredibly talented goblin, an incredibly smart goblin, or in fact it wasn't written by him. But it's signed by someone called Chief Yarb Nock, and is indeed written to Speaker Dunshade, spelled correctly and everything. It's not Speaker Damas or something else. It's Speaker Dunshade, written out quite well. And the gist of the message is saying that the goblins of home, and interestingly, home is written with a capital H, because it's a proper place. There's a place called home. And it's saying that the goblins promise not to raid any of the caravans heading along the 10 trail, as long as Speaker Dunshay agrees not to send out any more patrols along the 10 trails than to hunt down goblins. So basically it's an offer of truce between the goblins of this place called home and Bryn Shander.
So Thoradin would have been reading that out loud, because he can't read in his own head.
Okay. See? Great importance. I'll give it back.
Well, I think you need some help to deliver a message like this. What do you think, everybody? Should we assist this goblin?
I think this bloody winter is harsh on everyone. If the goblins are willing to make a pact, that just shows how desperate they all are. This is a fool's errand, I look at the goblin. You were sent here to die, weren't you?
I was sent here to deliver a message.
I knew you guys weren't smart, but come on, it's pretty obvious.
You know what folk like us do to folk like you as soon as we see you close to town?
Well, I'm a good talker. I don't know. But I can show them the message, or should the guards know what's happening? And I'm a goblin, and goblins are offering truce. Pretty obvious.
I can see that, but I give you another deal, one that may keep you alive. We are to go back to Brinchander. We're willing to be your emissaries. We will deliver your message for you. And in return, you tell us where to meet you and your sheep, and we'll get there and get our payment.
Your payment? What payment?
Payment from the goblins for delivering your message and keeping you alive and not killing you at all.
Your persuasion check.
Oh god. Been rolling so poorly. Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Ah. So you're gonna deliver this message to Speaker Damas, and you're going to bring news of the results back to home?
Right,
Alright,
just need to tell me where home is.
it's a deal. And the goblin hocks up a huge amount of spit, bogey, all sorts of nastiness on his hands, not practicing social distancing at all. So spits in his hands and holds it out. For a
Yeah,
shake.
my rock hand shakes his nasty hand.
Meaning your mage hand?
Yes.
It's okay, good enough. Okay. Yeah, so if you could deliver it to Speaker Damas and bring it to back to our headquarters, that would be very much appreciated. And you see it over here. Does anybody speak Goblin?
No.
Okay.
No.
This is a bit odd. So this is the place where the goblin. The western
At the base.
the base. This is a place he referred to as home. I guess it's safe to say that Karthalok is goblin for home. Literally means home in their language. So it's more for the players than he sees. And with that, well, I guess my job here is done. I'm gonna head home now. He starts trottering back to car.
These are some funny times we're living on, aren't they?
Very much so.
Well, we know where the goblins are. I think that it's for the best of everyone if this still happens, really.
What was the deal? They would no longer raid if what?
If Brimshand no longer hunted goblins.
It's just mutual.
Basically a truce.
Yeah, truce. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if the goblins of home flippin' stay near home, there's nowhere near Brinchander.
They seem to have made their home quite remote from any of the 10 towns. Just leave them be, they must be struggling as well.
I mean,
They're-
during the rest of everybody's time in 10 Towns, you do know that the 10 Trails was raided regularly by goblins. You'd also know that it's faded off in recent times. Like, not since the winter started, like maybe 6 months, the raids have become a lot less common. But goblins are known to raid along the 10 Trails.
We all know the goblins aren't good at keeping their word. But they're sending one of them into town. I think they mean business here.
Or someone's desperate.
And also, I've never seen a goblin write like this. This Chief Yard Knock might be hiding something.
There's only one way to find out, isn't there? We're just gonna have to go there. But we best go with a message, I think.
I think we're best go there. Tell them the deal is good. And perhaps benefit from it. And I like make a gesture of stealing with my hand.
You know, I'm right here, right? I can see everything you're doing and saying. I'm kidding, he's not here. I'm standing right here! He's gone.
That would be funny. So we're gonna head to home then? See what's going on there, and then if necessary come back with a message?
Well, let's keep to our pressing matter here. Let's investigate this crash or whatever fall from the sky. Perhaps it's Durgard activity. I don't know how, but we don't know what they're up to.
Aye. Okay,
Very
well,
strange.
On our way back, we can go to home.
So with the goblin, the promise of delivering the message to Speaker Danche, whether you do or not, is another thing to say.
Do we know who this speaker is, Dane Shane?
Yeah, that's the speaker you know and love. This one you're just talking to in Bryn Shander.
Oh, isn't that the best? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was a man's name.
I know, yeah, she's a she. Yeah.
Right, so now I look at Claw. I think now it's you. There's no road where we need to go. It's either you or Thornton I'll be
Aye.
following.
I've got this.
This is in fact what she looks like. But here we go. Okay, so you hit on your way, start following the river along, looking for whatever this meteor was. But I think this will be a good point to end it for next week as well. This is going to launch into a whole different thing. It's definitely not going to get it through today. So we'll stop there. But never had a PC died on a plane, the player on a plane before, but there's the first time with everything. And I'll be contacting Malik, of course, in the week and get on the PC. Retroactively apply it to time in Bryn Shander, and we'll pick it up from there. Sound good?
Yep.
Good.
Okay. Thank
Yeah, absolutely.
you very much. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks as always.
Take care.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.